This week on Unapologetic Uplift.
We're back. We're back. We are back.
If you don't prioritize yourself, nobody else ever will.
Purpose over popularity brings peace.
Authenticity and truth is the absolute highest frequency. Slow down to propel yourself forward. If you just keep pushing and pushing and pushing, you're just going to burn yourself out.
Get ready to rise above the noise and unlock your true potential. Welcome to Unapologetic Uplift, the podcast that's all about keeping it real and helping you live your best life. Buckle up. Get ready to learn, grow, and evolve with us on Unapologetic Uplift. New episodes released weekly.
Welcome to Unapologetic Uplift. I'm your host, Kim Staples, joined by my beautiful co-host, the one, the only, Ianthe Mauro. Welcome.
Welcome. We're back. We're back. We are back. And this is an episode all about what are we doing next? So Unapologetic Uplift, it continues. We've been having conversations behind the scenes, you and I, Kim, about what's meaningful to us. Why do we want to show up and have conversations? What is it that we're doing here? And what came up for both of us, and I want you to elaborate on this, but I'm just sort of put the theme out there, is no elephants allowed in our rooms. None. And for those of you, and for those of you that aren't familiar with that term, when someone says, it feels like there's an elephant in the room, it's that thing that is so clear, but no one's saying it. So it feels like there's a big fat elephant in the room and you're going, don't you see it? And it can kind of make you crazy if nobody's saying it. We're at the stage in our lives, I think, at least I'm going to speak for myself and then you're going to elaborate. I am at a time in my life. I'm turning 55 this year. I am feeling 25 in many ways. I'm also noticing what it means to be 55 and how there are certain things that happen that haven't happened to me before, like weird stuff with my body and with my mind and my emotions. I'm actually wearing things that say feelings come, and then on the back it says feelings go. And I am this vessel for constantly having that, like feelings are coming, feelings are going. And what's beautiful about this stage I'm in right now, this era of my life, is that I'm finding ways to be less and less judgmental. And one of the roots to that is observing where those elephants are in the room and revealing them and just saying them out loud and not letting them take up space.
So much to unpack there. If you're not sure what your elephant in the room is, because some people are probably like, what? The elephant in the room? Everybody else knows, but I don't know. It's like the thing that you feel like you can't talk about, the thing that you ultimately carry shame around. But that's how you know if you're carrying shame around something, because you feel like you can't talk about it. It's like, oh my God, if people knew this about me, they would cancel me. They would hate me. They would think this. They would think that. And the reason that we want to address the elephant in the room is because it's so freeing. It's so freeing when you sit there and harbor these feelings and feel like you have to hide, to just let it out. And spoiler alert, nobody can cancel you. Nobody can cancel you. They can try, but as long as you keep showing up, you're not canceled. What is the thing that you're afraid to talk about? What do you not want to come out on the podcast? Because that's what we want to talk about.
Yeah. And we're going to be really choosy. Really, we have some incredible guests that we want to have on this next season in our podcast. And we're also going to be very careful that we prepare our guests to understand this about us in this stage, that unapologetic uplift. We are being unapologetic in our truth. We are speaking it out loud. We are saying things that might, as you said, get us canceled. But of course, we know we have each other's backs and we are never canceled. And the beautiful thing, which I've said so many times, rejection is protection anyway. So if there are people that need to fall away because they are very uncomfortable with something we've revealed that's true about us, that has everything to do with them and not us. So let them go. Like,
Totally.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you're my favorite kind of people, which are those people that take radical self-responsibility, if something is triggering to you, you'll dig deep and figure out why, because it is something below the surface in you that is trying to be brought up. Our emotions are always messengers. And when we feel something, it's for a reason. There's something there to be looked at. So we are all about diving deep and healing and doing the work. And if that doesn't resonate with you, you shouldn't be here, quite frankly.
Yeah. Hi. Yeah, it's true. And I had this image, I'm very visual, and I had this image of just herds of elephants that we've revealed that are just, there's elephants are incredible. Like I'm sure there's more depth to this analogy because I know that they have incredible family systems. They take care of their elders. They take care of their dead. They have ceremonies for their dead. They have incredible support around birth. They are very sentient beings. So it's not a bad thing. We're saying it's a really good thing to reveal those elephants. And I'm saying let's embrace them and let's have them stampeding around.
Yeah, rip off the Band-Aid, right? Again, it's so freeing. And if your fear is being canceled and people not like, it's like once you get it out there, nobody else can reveal it. So it's like nobody can try to cancel you with it because it's like, oh yeah, well, I've already shared that. So who cares? Not a big deal anymore. But also you touched on judging and something that, I mean, we all judge from time to time, but the real truth about judgment is that if you are judging somebody else, there's something that you're jealous of. And that may not be clear to you. And again, you might have to do like the 7 layers deep or something like that. But I mean, if you are judging, you are jealous, just point blank.
Mm.
And most people can't handle that truth. And if you ever try to tell them, oh, you're judging this person because you're jealous, they'd be like, me? Jealous of her? Oh, yeah, right. I don't think so. I would never be jealous of her. But jealousy creates that elephant in the room. When you are jealous, everybody else sees it but you. Facts. If you're jealous of somebody, you're going to say, oh, I don't like this person because she does this and this and this. Oftentimes, the thing that you're jealous of in that person is the thing that you need to be doing more of. So you're jealous that this person shows up on social media every day, maybe because you're trying to build a following on social media and this person is doing the exact thing that you need to be doing.
I was canceled for that very thing.
Elaborate.
Oh no, I remember we've told this story before, but there was someone that both of us really, I would say, used the word admired and felt really safe around. And she was, I'm going to say it, jealous that, and couldn't understand how I could be on social media so authentically and naturally and easily and daily. And I'm like, I love it. It's a form of self-expression and creativity for me. I'm on Instagram every day, multiple times a day, without it feeling like work. And honestly, if it felt like work, I wouldn't be doing it unless I had to for monetary reasons, but I don't. And so
But she
it's just
didn't
fun
have
for
the
me.
capacity to show up on, and it wasn't just Instagram, you're on multiple platforms. And that is something that I admire about you because I don't have the capacity to show up on multiple different platforms every single day, create content. Like I just don't have it in me.
Honestly,
But
okay,
I'm not jealous and I'm supportive of you being able to do that. I think it's wonderful. I'm like, oh, go Ianthe.
well, I'm doing that much less, I will tell you, to be fair. And this is part of our, just speaking up and telling the truth, full transparency. I was doing that at first. And I think it was a lot it started for me as a habit during 2020 because I had moved across the country. None of my friends were nearby and, everything was locked down.
Yeah.
So my whole life became online as everybody else's did. And in that moment, I found it fun I want a presence on every social media site I can find. And I did it. And I created, if you searched, probably my handle is the same everywhere. And probably if you search now, you'd see me on everything, even ones you don't hear of, like Lemonade. I'm on it. Clapper and Waveful. But what's happening now is I'm at a different stage in my life now. It's been 5 years. I am in a much more grounded, roots in the ground, going deeper and deeper everyday place. And so what I'm noticing is, even though I'm loving the creativity and the self-expression I get to do on Instagram, I'm barely posting on other platforms anymore. And I even got rid of them off my phone. So that's huge for me. And I'm not making a big announcement, but I'm just saying, like, it's not true anymore, because I always trust my energy.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a time when my energy, it worked best for me to cast a wide net. That's what I did. And I honored that. Now it's working best for me to keep things I'm a little more focused and tender as I'm growing these roots that are in the ground for real, as we bought land and we're actually building a house. So we're getting goats too. And all these things that keep me very much grounded on the earth, and not as much on social media, but I still love, love, love expressing myself on social media, and I'm going to keep doing it.
Mm-hmm.
But it's now just reserved to Instagram, LinkedIn on occasion, and Facebook. That's probably really it in terms of
I love
consistency.
that. And I love how you're not making yourself wrong for changing your mind, which is something that we have talked a lot about on this
Yeah.
podcast, is the freedom to, just because you say you're going to do something or you like doing something a certain way, we are constantly ever evolving and changing. We're humans, and that's such a beautiful thing about being human. So to think just because you say you're going to do something that you can't change your mind. This is a perfect example right here. Ianthe said, hey, I can show up on all of these different platforms and I love it and it feels good for me. I have the energy to do it. And now at a different time, she's saying, no, that's not working for me and I'm not feeling it that way. This is what I'm feeling. So I'm going to change my mind.
Well, thank you for saying that, Kim, and for noticing that. And, one of the things about this podcast and what we're doing, everyone, if you're listening, is we want to be that place where you come in here, whether it's listening or whether you're wanting to be a guest with us, you come in here and you get this kind of support where we say, we just want you to do what is right for you and your energy and what's feeding you and nourishing you in spirit, in body, in your nervous system. And also a quote that I posted today on social media, but it's I did a series called Ianthe's Musings recently that I just came out in stickers. And one of them is, purpose over popularity brings peace.
I love that.
And I think that's where I'm at right now, is my purpose is over my popularity. And I used to I wanted to be popular. I really did. I don't know that I don't want it anymore. Do I? I don't know. I have to think about that. Popular is a funny word for me. It feels shallow. But what I do want is, I want the right people to gravitate towards me, because we all raise each other's energy and each other's vibration, and we're all better for being in each other's company. That's what I want. And if that is what popularity looks like, then I want popularity. If it's not, and popularity is something else, I don't want it. But what I really want is, it's always back to purpose. Always.
Yeah.
For me.
And you're being authentic, right? Like, I'm not showing up to make people like me. I'm showing up to be me. And the people that like me, the people that love me are going to love me. And the people that are going to hate me are going to hate me. And that's okay too.
One of the best compliments I received recently, you are involved in it, whether you knew it or not. But I had someone reach out to me. It was a DM in Instagram. And she said, what I love so much about your Instagram are the comments that people leave. You have such an incredible circle of support. The comments are so kind and meaningful. And I just read your comments and I just feel like, gosh, how do I get friends like that around me?
Mm.
And you are one of my most consistent people that comments always from your heart, and never because we're in a group where we say, you have to comment at this time. And I've tried that, guys. I really have. And I've been flirting with trying it again, because sometimes the algorithm's just dead and it doesn't pay attention. And I know there are people that need to see this stuff. But then the truth is, I get bored with those kinds of strategies, and I just want to create, and I just want to love the people that I love, and that's it.
Well,
And
it's
so that
just
was a
not
great compliment.
sincere, right? Like, oh, you comment on mine, I'll comment on yours. I've tried those in the past too, but it didn't feel authentic or genuine. And I'm like, I'm not going to comment on your content if it doesn't resonate with me, because that's just inauthentic. So if you want me to
And we're not
comment,
social media. Yeah, we're not social media managers. I mean, I understand if that's your job, absolutely. But like I said, I, it might look like it if you look at my social media that I do strategy. I'm not using strategy. Guess what? I'm not using strategy. So if it happens, it's by accident. It's just because I recognize certain things work or don't, but it's not, I don't sit down and plan my calendar and I literally just turn on the camera on my phone and talk to it, or post something that I like to music that I like.
mm-hmm.
That's it. And that's what works for me.
Yeah, it's intuitively led.
But that's what this podcast is too, although we have a bigger vision for this, which is really the Unapologetic Uplift, which you came up with that. I want to give you credit. That was your name that you came up with after you and I had meetings about what is it that we want to do? What do we want to say? What do we want to talk about? And how do we hold that? What's the container for that? And it came to be Unapologetic Uplift. And I agree. And I think that when we're being, the uplift part is that the unapologetic is obvious, and we've been talking about that. But the uplift part, I want to address now. The uplift part, it's actually a little bit of homework for everybody listening. Here's the uplift part. It's not just putting on the podcast, just, to make us feel good and getting us better numbers. It's finding whatever that beautiful, brilliant moment in here somewhere that uplifts you, and then carrying that through your day and sharing it with others. And it's also the homework part is also going to Kim in her DMs and asking, what are you doing right now to help me with my nervous system? Because Kim, we're not just podcast hosts here. We both have very vibrant projects that we have going that are all about how to support people. And particularly in Kim's case, I'm just going to brag on you for a minute here, Kim. So Kim is brilliant at helping women, particularly, know how to honor their nervous system and reset it every single day so that they can have the very best day possible, where they're not just constantly in reactivity, putting out fires in fight or flight. It is so needed. I don't care what stage you're in your life and how much work you've done on yourself. The work that Kim does is so easy to incorporate into your life. And if you have not DM'd her to find out what she's offering right now, or you haven't done a little dive into her website and this would be a great place to plug your website, Kim. What is it?
KimStaples.com.
Oh my gosh, KimStaples.com.
/Queens for my membership, if you want to look at that. Big Moods for the workshop that I have coming up.
Okay, and you have a workshop too. So but I'm just going to tell you, this is the thing that makes us different. We don't have a big team and gatekeepers that are keeping you from us. You can access us through DMs on all the social media platforms we're on. For me, as you've already heard, Instagram and Facebook are going to be the places you're going to find me first. Is that also where they're going to find you, Kim, most easily?
Instagram, yeah. I mean, you can find me on Facebook too, but I'm not as active there.
Yeah, and so the thing is, the point of this isn't just that we love to hang out with each other. We love each other. We found each other and feel like we know we'll never let each other go. And we love to have this platform because we encourage many things. And I'm going to say what I hope to encourage, and then maybe you want to say what you hope to encourage. Through having this through having this podcast, I had your website on my brain. I want to encourage people to tell the truth unapologetically, and to surround yourself with people who truly love all of the parts of you, that you don't have to hide parts of you to be loved, and that you take the opportunity to uplift yourself and others every chance you fucking get, because the world is dangerous. It's hard. It's toxic. But that does not mean that you lose control over how your nervous system is responding and how you are living in the world. You get to live in an uplifted state when you do this kind of work that Kim teaches. So I hope that all of you that are part of this podcast feel like this is your safe, cozy place to have friends who are going to tell you the truth in a kind way and remind you of your fucking power. That's what I hope you do.
I love that. And that feels very aligned for me. I would say that my biggest intention is for people to take this as a permission slip to show up 100% as they are, to prioritize themselves and their well-being, because if you don't prioritize yourself, nobody else ever will. So put yourself first and just be true to you 100% of the time. Unapologetically, authenticity and truth is the absolute highest frequency you could ever be vibrating at. So when you have these elephants in the room, when you are not being true to yourself, and oftentimes people aren't true to themselves because they just don't know who they are, because with all of the conditioning in the world and you have to do this, you should do this, people lose touch with themselves and they really don't even know who their authentic selves are. So take this permission slip to prioritize you, taking time for yourself, getting to know who you actually are, and taking really good care of yourself, because that is when you show up as your best.
Yes. I love that so much. I love that. So what can everyone look forward to going forward? How often are we going to do the podcast? What have we decided? Are we keeping the same format, about an hour once a week? What are you thinking?
Yeah, I think so. We're not going to just keep talking to stretch it to an hour. If we only have 30 minutes worth of things to share with you, it'll only be 30 minutes. If it happens to go a little bit over an hour because we dive deep into something, so be it. But yeah, I think roughly like an hour once a week. And you can expect some really amazing guests to share deep convos and uncomfortable truths. And hopefully it sparks lots of aha moments and breakthroughs for our listeners. The feedback that I've gotten from people in the past is that they do have a lot of breakthroughs and aha moments when they watch it, but more of that. We are going to be selective of who we're having on. So there will be a bit of
process.
Yeah, a bit of a process. It's not exactly an application that they fill out, but there is an agreement, and we just want to make sure that we're having the right people on for the right reasons and that it's mutually beneficial.
Yeah, and I've loved all the guests we've had, just so you know, if you're listening.
Oh yeah, me too.
This has nothing to do with you. You've been great. We're just being very clear in our intentions going forward. We got lucky because all of the guests have been so great, but we feel like now that we're getting more people reaching out and we're getting a reputation here, we're going to be really clear with what it is that we're doing and make sure that it resonates with our guests as well. Also,
yeah, we want you to know what to expect, right? Like if I listen to this podcast, I can expect that I'm going to learn something. I'm going to have a breakthrough. It's going to help me on my self-development journey.
Yes. And I'd like to put it out there that I really want us to do an episode with our daughters with us.
Yeah. Yeah. I would love to do that too.
A mother-daughter. We each have one daughter, so I think it would be really cool to have them. And they're different ages. And I just think it'd be so fascinating. I would love to have our daughters. In fact, I'm just picturing this, and this is wacky wild, but I think that we should get out of the way. We should start it, and you and I get out of the way, and we have our daughters do a podcast episode talking about what it's like to grow up with us as moms.
Aww.
Oh, that's vulnerable, guys.
That would be vulnerable.
Cute. Because my daughter's 23.
Yeah.
And on her own.
Mine's 8.
And it's a difference. And yours is 8. Wouldn't they be so cute together, though, talking about what it's like to grow up with moms like us?
Yeah.
And what would they say? I love it. I'm willing to do it.
Yeah, I'd be willing to do it too.
Let it rip.
Yeah. That would be interesting. Hear their hot take.
Exactly. Oh my gosh. I love our daughters. And your parenting, I don't know if you want to go into it because we're going to have episodes about this, but things have changed. Let's just do a really quick recap of where we left off, which I
Yeah.
think the last time we ever did a recording was it January or February? Do you remember?
I don't
It might
remember.
have been
I don't
the
remember.
end of I think
I
it's the
don't
end of
remember.
January. But anyway, I feel like I've been in a fog and I don't remember this whole half of this 2025. For those of you watching in the future, the first half of 2025 was filled with too much tragedy for me personally to really feel present. And I had to do all my work really behind the scenes and not on a podcast. So I wasn't able to record. And it was just a good time to take a break anyway and reevaluate because we've done a lot of episodes. Very
Mm-hmm.
proud of us. I'm very proud of our work ethic, our ability to show up continuously every week, but it really deserved a break
It
so
was
we wouldn't
actually
burn out.
April when we stopped.
Oh, wow. Feels like
But it feels like
oh,
forever. I just
see,
want
I
to
don't
double
know
check.
what
I'm
I'm
like,
doing. Anyway, amazing. I think I was a zombie in those episodes because I don't remember what I said or did, but it
you
doesn't
needed
matter.
the break. You needed,
I
I mean,
needed the
we both
break.
needed the break, but I think you more
We
so
did.
because you had been through a lot.
Yeah. So now I'm in this, all of a sudden I switched into this. It's like this light went on and I'm now in a super creative mode again. And yes, we're going to build our own house from scratch, from nothing in a forest that has nothing there. Like that's a whole thing I've never thought of doing.
Love it.
I know. We're just embarking on that. And then we have a new company we're launching that is it's all about regenerative farmed products. And I'm very excited about that. And so I have a lot going on. I feel like it's a birth time for me. I'm gestating right now and I'm about to give birth to some really exciting things.
And that's so in alignment with the universal energy right now. And when you take a pause, when you slow down and take the rest that you need, this is naturally what happens. You're
Yes,
able
everyone.
to slow down, and
Yeah.
it's like slow down to propel yourself forward. If you just keep pushing and pushing and pushing, you're just going to burn yourself out and you're not going to have those creative downloads and you're not going to be in touch with the divine and your intuition and know what you need to be doing. It's just like you get into this state of overwhelm and dysregulation and being frazzled.
It's so true. And I want to tell you, it's not easy either. So just so you know, I went through these days where I would wake up and I didn't have any inspiration and it scared me so much because I'm a person that I don't need to force inspiration. I always have it. And I'm naturally in usually a good mood and I've experienced what I would call some bad moods, maybe compared to others, it didn't look like it. But for me, I was really uncomfortable with myself. I felt lost. I felt like, how am I going to get my spark back? I don't understand. Why am I not able to figure it out? And I was scared because I was making zero money, had no money coming in, none. I mean,
Yeah,
that
which
was
can
scary to
be
me.
incredibly
Yeah.
dysregulating in itself.
And that's shifted now and so I'm out of it, but I just want to let you all know I want to acknowledge how hard it is to take that break when you're spinning and busy and a million balls in the air. It feels terrifying to allow yourself to truly pause.
Mm-hmm.
But
And most
until you
people will tell
do,
you not to. Like, oh, you have to figure it out. You have to make
keep
money.
going.
And I
And
mean,
of
most
course,
of
you
us
do
do
need to
have to
keep the
make
lights on.
money.
Yeah, we need to keep the lights on, but there are ways to if you can simplify in those times when you're starting to burn out, before you burn out, it would be great. And this also requires whole episodes. I know several people, including you, Kim, who are brilliant at recognizing burnout, helping especially women really be able to stop that cycle before it really takes them down physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually. And it's not easy. So again, another reason why this podcast is important. Hang out with us here, seek us out, be with us, because on our watch, we hope that nobody burns out. We hope that nobody's mean to themselves. We hope you're not mean to yourself anymore. We hope you stop the abusive cycles that you're in, whatever they are. We hope you know your worth. We hope that you know what it means to be seen, heard, valued, loved. We hope that you, in the times of not feeling creative and not feeling capable, you are able to come in here and get something that reminds you of your power.
Yeah. Beautifully said.
Thank you. So maybe we're done with this first little teaser episode, and knowing that we have so much to, and we are going to be coming back every week. So are we dropping episodes on Wednesdays still?
Yes. We will be dropping episodes every Wednesday.
See you on Wednesday.
Yeah.
Yay. So we're rounding out the month of July 2025 with our first drop of our new revamped Unapologetic Uplift.
Season 2, episode 1. Hope you love it.
Woohoo!
And be sure to leave us a review, share us with a friend, subscribe, not only wherever you're listening today, but on YouTube, follow us on Instagram, so you always know what's going on. And we have some merchandise that we are also
that's coming.
going to be launching. So stay tuned for that. And
I'm going to give a hint. You ready? Here's the hint. First thing we're launching, the first merchandise. Everyone can afford it. It's gender neutral. Anyone can wear it. Here, so I just gave you a couple hints. I'm going to give you one more hint. And that's all I'm going to say. We might even reveal it. Oh, we're going to reveal it so soon. In fact, my birthday month is August, and I'm going to tell you that we're revealing it and launching it and dropping it. My birthday month, August 2025.
Amazing. So lots to look forward to. We will see you next week. Love you all so much. Thanks for joining us on Unapologetic Uplift. If you enjoyed today's episode, please share the love and tell a friend about us, and give us a review.
Please don't miss a thing. Subscribe to this podcast and explore our sponsors, Objects with Purpose, Eco Luxury Candles, and Divine Activation membership.
Objects with Purpose is more than an eco-luxury candle brand. They are time travel devices in the form of a candle. Light the 3 wicks representing past, present, and future with the validation that you are exactly where you need to be. And if you're ready to raise your level of consciousness and step into your unapologetic, unfiltered, and unbothered era, join the Divine Activation membership at cuttingties.coach/queen. With 3 tiers to choose from, you'll find the perfect fit to support your transformation.
Thank you for your listening and love. We'll see you next Wednesday on Unapologetic Uplift.
Welcome to the Divine Activation membership, a movement for women that are ready to raise their consciousness and step into their unapologetic, unfiltered, and unbothered era.
With your heart, live authentically and become the magnet for all of your soul's desire.
Grow, connect with your heart and body, release unhealthy and unhelpful thought patterns, heal old wounds, create new neural pathways, and reprogram your subconscious with high-value beliefs so you can manifest the life you're meant for.
Ready to take a break from what's holding you back? Visit cuttingties.coach and join the Divine Activation membership today. Hey, unapologetic souls. I'm Ianthe Mauro, founder of Objects with Purpose, candles that touch the soul and the body. I've released a limited edition 3-wick candle collection in 3 fragrances inspired by a time in history. The Time Travel Collection, because scent evokes memory and lighting a candle can truly transport you to your highest self. Anytime.
Ianthe's candles are truly special, clean, safe, even for the body as a solid perfume or massage oil, and smell amazing. But what truly fills her heart is empowering others to be seen in their best light.
In 2020, when the 200 stores that sold my candles across the country closed their doors, I knew it was time to give back. I started guiding others to launch their own candle companies and design candles and fragrances for other brands as a way to share light in a dark time.
So why settle for just any conventional candle? Light the 3 wicks in each Objects with Purpose candle. You're supporting handmade in California, small batch, artisanal, eco-luxury, and treating yourself to a memory-evoking evolution. Visit ianthemauro.com to discover your next favorite candle. Let the olfactory experience inspire cherished memories.